Hey y'all, I'm back with the Viewer's Pick book review, and this book is How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Books with Kimberly. Don't forget to like, comment, share my channel, and subscribe. Y'all know how much I love when y'all get down in those comments and recommend books for me. I shouted out my aunt the last time because she's been bringing the book recommendations. And I have another book recommendation that I just read this month, and that is How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole. This book was recommended by Datara, who has recommended books for me in the past, and she's always on point with her book recommendations. So I definitely appreciate you for getting down in those comments and recommending this book. Let's get right into my book review. I was pleasantly surprised by this book. If you listen to, which you should have, listen to my April 2022 reading wrap up, I spoke about how I was not sold on my second shot that I gave Alyssa Cole. Y'all, I just realized this is my third shot I've given Alyssa Cole. I read When No One Is Watching last year. And so I started off reading Princess in Theory. I did not finish it, didn't like it. Then I did When No One Is Watching, and I did not like that book. I gave that 3 stars. I also gave Once Ghosted, Twice Shy 3 stars. But even though I haven't found that book to just wow me by Alyssa Cole, I've been wanting to read books about arranged marriages. I love reading books about Black, beautiful African royals. So I was like, I'm going to give this book a shot. Y'all, I'm not even going to wait to the end to tell you. I give this book 5 stars. So again, shout out to Zatara for recommending this book because it was so good. I can't wait to read the next Alyssa Cole book, which I'm hoping is just as good as this one. Y'all, this book is about Shanti. And Shanti has been wanting to be a queen since she was a little girl. You know, some people aspire to be a nurse, a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor. Shanti knew very early on she wanted to be a queen, and her parents stood beside her with this and trained her up, got her in the right circle so that she could be close to royals and learn to be a queen. So everything, her life, her college career, you know, her education, her etiquette classes, her philanthropy, the organization she joined, all of it was to prepare her resume to be the best queen for a future prince. And so she dated different princes and tried to get on that track of becoming a queen. There's a dating app for royals, y'all. She was on this dating app and she ended up being picked to marry King Sanyu II of Injaza. And she is thinking like, this is what I've been praying for. This is what I've been working so hard for. So after Sanyu I passes away, Prince Sanyu has to get married in order to be coronated and become the king of Injaza. So on his father's dying bed, they go to his room. Him and Shanti have a quick wedding ceremony in front of his father. His father then passes away and Sanyu has his coronation and he becomes the king. Only problem is in Injaza, they do not view queens the way that Shanti has prepared herself to be a queen. Queens are to be seen and not heard. And if we really keeping it real, the queens aren't really seen in Injaza. The first king of Injaza, who is Sanyu I, he went through like over 20 queens. They feel like there's only one true queen, which was the first queen. And once the first queen disappeared, the rest of the queens were not true queens. And so they would only stay for increments of 4 months. So every 4 months, he was getting married to another queen. For the first 3 months that Shanti is the queen of Injazu, she hates it because not only can she not rule the kingdom the way she wants to, her husband is not speaking to her. He is ready for this period to be up so that he can get another queen through the door. And so, y'all, this book was so good because Shanti was not taking that. she would sneak out of the castle. She would go volunteer with a local women's group who were fighting for change in Injaza. Shanti, I just loved her as a character. She would not give up. She was so smart, so powerful, and there were these council meetings where she was not supposed to speak. But one day they were talking about her home country. Sis was not having it. She got up and spoke her mind. And after that, her husband, Sanyu, started to take more of an interest in her. And the two of them started working on a project. They started liking each other more. We get some cute scenes. You can tell they're falling for each other. But he's like, no, there's no such thing as a true queen. I can't keep her. She's going to leave. And of course, she found out about how these queens would rotate. And she's thinking like, am I going to be here? Is this temporary? She's disappointed because she can't be the queen that she always wanted to be. But sis did not stop trying. She did not give up. She not only fought for herself and her dream of being a queen, but she also fought for the love of Sanyu, and she was fighting for Injaza and how she wanted these changes. And she was encouraging Sanyu to have a voice. I thought that was really powerful for in a book we're so used to men being so gruff and powerful and having this huge voice and their women being more docile. But it was the opposite. Shanti was the one outspoken, the one who carried herself with such power, whereas Sanyu cowered in the shadow of his father as well as his uncle. And he was afraid to take on the role of really being a king and making changes, afraid to do the things that he knew was right. And it took Shanti really giving him that push and that encouragement to help him get out of his shell and really step up to being the king. Y'all, I absolutely love this book. Again, thank you to Zatara for recommending that I read it. Again, I gave this book 5 stars. I absolutely love it. I recommend that all of you read it. And if any Alyssa Cole fans are out there, let me know the next book that I should read by her. And thank you again for tuning in to another Books with Kimberly video.